Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everybody. It is Monday, February 3rd. You know what that means. It's time for the High Risk Wrestling Recap. I am your host, Jeremy Pierce. Check out the socials, Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube, Charismatic_Creations52 on Instagram, and of course 215 on Twitter. We on TikTok, Patreon. Check out all of that goodness. Let's get into the news, ladies and gentlemen. Zelina Vega, part of the transfer window, has been moved to SmackDown. This doesn't make any sense because she's moving by herself and she's no longer with the LWO. This move is very much quite baffling. It makes no sense. Maybe they have plans for her. Who knows? Jonathan Gresham, an update with him. He is now a free agent, no longer beholden to TNA. As you know, his wife, Jordan Grace, has signed with the WWE, and they're looking to make big moves with her. We will see what's next for Jonathan Gresham. I can tell you this, he's probably never going back to AEW. WWE has announced Clash in Paris. It looks like we're doing this Clash at the whatever event in overseas, and this will be taking place August 31st. It's a Sunday at the Paris La Défense Arena. This is good. It'll be the first ever premium live event in Paris. Good news on that. Season 6 of Dark Side of the Ring, the episode list has been announced. If you don't know, Dark Side of the Ring looks as the dark side of professional wrestling. This is season 6, and the episode list is as follows: Mick Foley's Hell in a Cell match, Big Van Vader, Tony Atlas, Ludwig Borga, Billy Jack Haynes, Eddie Gilbert, Superstar Billy Graham, Daphne, the original Sheik Ed Farhat, and Muhammad Hassan. This is going to be really good. Vice does a great job with Dark Side of the Ring. The Iconics, Cassie Lee, Jessica McKay will be making their first tag team tag team match in 3 years. Both ladies have been out enjoying themselves, enjoying life. Both have had children. They will be wrestling. Let's see where it's going down. Will be part of Prestige Wrestling. Tickets are going on sale. They'll be taking place Thursday, April 17th in Las Vegas. Tyler Breeze has confirmed that he is back at NXT working as a writer. This is solid news. I feel like he should have been more of a main event player in NXT, but has done some great work, especially with Fandango. And AEW talent has left the company, and that would be one Maria Kanellis. Her husband, Mike Kanellis, is still employed with the company. And it sucks. I think Maria is an excellent talent with a great head for professional wrestling. She's smart. She's really talented, and it sucks that they can never really figure out what to do with her besides being a manager. Now, Grant, her lawsuit against McMahon has expanded with some more shocking allegations with him, John Laurinaitis, and Brock Lesnar. The new details are as follows. She's alleged that McMahon offered her to Brock Lesnar for a sexual encounter while negotiating a new contract, and instructed her to send Lesnar sexually explicit photos and videos. A graphic text message from Vince about his fantasies of watching multiple men surround Grant, leave her physically wrecked. We're going to stop there because these get really bad. This is not going to be good for Vince. Asuka's confirmed that WWE and TK are taking actions that made her safety concerns. She has come out saying that she's just feeling unsafe, unwell with all of these people kind of getting to her, trying to slide up on her. Leave the talent alone, period. You can be friendly, you can be nice, but that is crossing the line. At a con event over the past weekend, Dylan Bostic, a former fighter who also has worked in AEW at one point, attacked Joey Janela at his table, flipped the table over, in a wild exchange led with a few people trying to jump Joey Janela. Megan Bayne, who is also dating Janela, was there as well. This is just dumb and stupid. WWE Evolve is finally coming. This replaces NXT Level Up. Evolve is using the former Evolve name of the nice, beautiful independent promotion WWE has purchased. It will be taking place first episode March 5th at 8 p.m. on Tubi. This is a great deal, and it really sucks that TNA couldn't get this deal, because TNA could be on Tubi right now. Everybody has Tubi, and now the WWE has etched their way into another top streaming platform. Megan Bayne officially is all elite. The Statue West Amazon made her debut in the Casino Battle Royal, the first ever women's Casino Battle Royal, and then had a match this past week on Collision. This was great for her, great for AEW. Another hoss in the women's division. On the injury side of things, Jade McDonough reveals a serious injury following his tag team title match against the War Raiders. He has a couple fractured ribs and a punctured lung and a bad bump on the back of his head. The ref should have stopped this match and should have got JD out, and yet somehow, some way, he finished this match. The broken ribs, the punctured lung. He's going to be out for a couple of months. Jake Something has announced that he's taking a break from wrestling due to his injury. He announced this over the past week. We'll see what goes on with him. Dakota Kai suffered a concussion. Remember, she suffered that concussion from that big drop kick that she received from Zoe Stark this past week on Raw. This sucks for Dakota, but concussions are really, really tough to get a hold of, and an AEW star is coming back soon from injury that we won. Kiera Hogan, she's extremely close. She has been out since June 2024, sustaining a shoulder injury, so we'll see what goes down with her. But that's the news, and we should be right back with the week in review. Let's get into the week in review. Monday Night Raw, you know that's how we start. This was the go home show for the Royal Rumble. The show gets a fist. And so we had the normal Rumble, who's going to win parade. This time it involved Seth Rollins, Punk, Gunther, who were like, I don't care who wins because you're just not going to beat me. And then they debuted Luke and Paul. And Gunther was like, you know what? I want you to win. So this was fine, whatever. It established the major players. Karrion Kross got into Sami Zayn's ear about, looking out for your. So the War Raiders defeated the Judgment Day, retaining the the World Tag Team Championship. And this was the match where, JD McDonough got injured, but it was a fine match. Pete Dunne and Louis Kaiser, these two dudes shunned the New Day. Ray ended up beating Xavier Woods after that, and got jumped for his troubles after the match. Seth Rollins knows that it was an accident, when Sammy kicked him last week, but he's like, your history with Roman helping him out still is leaving me with some doubt and some caution for concern. Ivy now has stated that she is coming for Lara Valkyria, while the Creed brothers are coming for the Tag Team Championship. The Judgment Day team of Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez defeated Bianca Belair and Naomi, so we're setting up the Women's Tag Team Championships. Bayley teases facing Rhea Ripley after Rhea finishes her interview and then crosses path with Io Sky. We know what went down with them at WrestleMania and everything with Damage Control. Paul Heyman reveals that the cover athlete for the 2K25 cover will be none other than Roman Reigns. And then Drew McIntyre comes out and tells Heyman that, listen, don't need to be scared. You're a good dude, whatever. But I'm coming for your boy. And I'm not talking about Roman. I'm talking about Punk. Drew is right in everything he's been saying. Penta stared down Braun Breaker. All right, looks like we might get our next feud. I can't have Penta win the Aussie title before Sheamus does. So Sheamus has to beat Braun. Drew McIntyre defeated Sami Zayn in the main event match. Cody Rhodes made the save after the match, and then KO attacked Cody. Sami Zayn accidentally kicked Cody in the face, and then we had a random end of show segment in ring with Cody and Punk, and it was different. Like, they were throwing shots at each other. I get everything. It ultimately ended with Cody telling Punk, I want you to win the Rumble so you can challenge me. You can know that the best in the world isn't the best in the world anymore. This is getting interesting with the moving all of the parts around in the main event scene. Over on Dynamite, are the walls closing in on the Death Riders? The show gets a fist. Opening contest was Will Ospreay defeating Brian Cage, and then the beat downs of Kenny Omega and Ospreay happened after the match, and they got their asses beat. Hangman Page surprisingly was looking for a swerve And they wanted to know why. Like, why is Hangman looking for his mortal enemy in Swerve Strickland? He bumps into MJF, who he's had it up to here with Hangman. And so he thinks he can do whatever he wants. So we'll see what goes down with that. And he goes off pretty much on Hangman and Jeff Jarrett. Powerhouse Hobbs says he will take Big Bill through hell, and he is not finished with him. Claudio defeated Jeff Jarrett. And Jeff Jarrett had one he would get a title shot versus Jon Moxley. MJF attacked Jeff Jarrett in the match and said, listen, you did this. Should have made a deal with the devil. Ricochet defeated AR Fox, and these two have history going back to their days in the independent scene, and especially Lucha Underground. Swerve came for Ricochet after the match, got a couple hits in before. As Swerve was going for the Swerve Stomp, Ricochet got the scissors and held him up to AR Fox's neck, throat, and held him hostage, using him as cover to get out. Mox is the champion. It says no one needs to see the championship. You gotta beat him. You have to prove that you're worthy of even being in the presence of the championship. Chris Jericho wants Big Bill to do a better job against Powerhouse Hobbs and finish the job. That's my word of the learning tree. Jay White defeated Wheeler Yuta. Rated FTR challenged the Death Riders to a street fight after the match. Mariah May is unaffected by Toni Storm, and no one can touch her. The Hurt Syndicate will hold on to the tag titles for as long as they want. In the main event, random main event, Mercedes Moné defeated Yuka Sakazaki, retaining the TBS Championship. There was no heat here. This match came together from a match on Collision. This was just a whatever show. Impact, over on Impact, say his name, and he appears, I believe, in Joe Hendry. Yeah, he's the champion now. He's the world champion. Nick Nemeth says there are no excuses for him losing. And Ryan Nemeth calls Joe Hendry a fraud. First class taunt them, so we're going to get ourselves a tag match at the end of the show. Tessa Blanchard is in the Ariana Grace's interview. Calls her up a baby, says she hasn't worked for anything in her life. Cora Jade from NXT won a squash match. The Elegance won another shot at the tag titles, but instead they're put into a women's match to determine the number one contender to the Knockouts Championship. Brian Myers defeated Leon Slater. Sami Callihan attacked Mance Warner while they were in the ring. Leon Slater denies Kaz once again. Hardy's ended up challenging the system to a tag match. Mance Warner and Sami Callihan still end up fighting, and Steph gives Warner the advantage, Steph DeLander, after a low blowing Sami Callihan. Eric Young tells Steve Macklin that he'll trust Alexander. He has no reason not to. Mustafa Ali defeated the Laredo Kid. And then Santana challenges Ali to a match. Eric Young turns on Josh Alexander and Steve Macklin during their match and takes control of the Northern Army. Wesley defeated Ace Austin. Wesley's from NXT, and the Rascals made the save after the match. In the main event, the Nemus beat First Class. Over on SmackDown, this was the go-home show for the Royal Rumble. This show also gets a fifth. Joe Tessitore gives KO time to speak, and he says, listen, you know what? I apologize for the coverage, the unequal coverage that we've given between you and Cody Rhodes. I'm giving you time to speak now. And KO got, tough with Joe and threatened him until CM Punk came out and said CM Punk things, getting in KO's face. And they also have history from their days in Ring of Honor. The Miz will face Andrade later in the evening. Jimmy Uso defeated Carmelo Hayes with a sneaky pin. Chelsea Green defeated Michin by DQ, Michin defeated Chelsea by DQ, and Chelsea retained the Women's United States Championship. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez won the tag team titles. Jacob Fatu and Damian Priest square off in the ring, and Priest is like, that's what you're supposed to scare me. Fatu is amazing on the mic. He's so good, and I'm looking forward to whatever they do with Jacob Fatu and Damian Priest. LA Knight made the save after the match after the Tama Tonga attack. Waiting on Tonga Loa to come back, because we just need Tonga Loa to come back since Solo Sikoa ain't here. Los Garza's and the Motor City Machine Guns defeated DIY and Pretty Deadly. Naomi beat Liv Morgan. Raquel attacked Naomi after the match. Andrade defeated The Miz. Damian Priest rejects Legato's offer. We had more R-Truth shenanigans as he's like, yo, wow, Priest, why are you here? This supposed to be Raw. And Truth is great. Tiffany Stratton's interview was interrupted by Nia and Candice. It ends with Nia landing an annihilator on Tiffany Stratton. In the main event, Damian Priest and LA Knight defeated Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga, but the latter two ended up standing tall after the match. Over in Collision, attacked the Riders. The walls are closing in on the Death Riders. Hook and Samoa Joe defeated the Patriarchy. Christian attacked them after the match. Adam Copeland challenges Jon Moxley for a championship match at Revolution. The Beast Mortos won a squash match. Max Caster came out and made his best wrestler alive challenge, which was answered by Roosh, who accepted and then defeated Max Caster. Roosh tells Mortos to remember that their family, the Learning Tree, defeated the Outrunners. Bandito made the save after the match by one-handing pressing Brian Keith through a table. Ladies and gentlemen. Chris Statlander, we were backstage with Chris, Renee, and Willow. And Chris apologized. And Willow's doesn't know how to take this. She's like, I got some things I need to say to you, but we'll see how this goes. Buddy Matthews called Okada a bitch, and he's trying to get a title match at Grand Slam. Harley Cameron defeated Taya Valkyrie, getting her first victory in AEW. We had an awesome segment interview with Ricochet and Swerve. Ricochet was being interviewed by Renee, and she just asked, just explain yourself. And he said, for years and years and years, fans told me, hey, the other place is not for you. Come to AEW, do what you do, be great. And he did he really did. And then once he gets there, they shower him with booze and throw toilet paper at him. And then Swerve had the nerve to bully him and be just as bad as the fan. That's why Ricochet is pissed, and Ricochet is justified. Swerve comes in and says, look, I'm gonna hurt you, and Swerve isn't justified. Ricochet's like, you're not justified. You did this. You call yourself the most dangerous man alive, but I don't fear you. And then Swerve got into Ricochet's face, put the scissors to his neck, and Ricochet did not flinch. This match is going to be good. Start building these matches 2-3 weeks out, because this is definitely going to be the main event for Dynamite this coming week. Timeless Toni Storm is real. She is real, and she did a fantastic job playing herself, and she will get to what's hers running through Mariah May. Harley Cameron with the puppet backstage does a great ritual. Harley Cameron is super talented. She had a puppet of Mercedes one day, did the money dance, and it was like, let me get a title shot. And Mercedes showed up and was like, nah, because behind all the entertainment that you are great at, you're still a loser. Kyle O'Reilly and Lee Moriarty challenged Daniel Garcia for the TNT Championship. Garcia won that match. Shane Taylor Promotions jumped them after the match, and Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, and Matt Menard made the save. We got to get ourselves a triple threat trios match next week. Listen, trios titles on trios division on Collision, tag division on Dynamite. Make it happen. Megan Bayne won a squash match, and again, she is officially all elite. FTR defeated the Death Riders in a street fight. This was fun. The Death Riders saved Moxley after the match. The walls are closing in. Adam Copeland is a dangerous man. Our matches of the week from NXT: Giulia and Bayley versus Roxanne, Perez, and Cora. Jade, absolutely fantastic. From Collision, Dan Garcia versus Kyle O'Reilly versus Lee Moriarty for the TNT Championship. Also from Collision, FTR versus Jon Moxley and Wheeler Yuta in a street fight. I mean, AEW rarely fails at street fights. Like, they never fail at street fights. From the Royal Rumble, Cody Rhodes defending the WWE Championship versus Kevin Owens in a ladder match. This was an awesome match, one of the better ladder matches I've seen these guys do, WWE do in a very long time. And from the Royal Rumble, the men's Royal Rumble match. The stars of the week: Kevin Owens, Jey Uso, the women of NXT for showing up and showing out in the Royal Rumble, Megan Bayne for officially being all elite, and Harley Cameron for getting her first win in AEW. But that is our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Check out the socials, Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube, Charismatic_Creations52 on Instagram, and of course the 215 on Twitter. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.